Do you think a lot of people then create a job for themselves rather than a business?
Yeah, one of my big phrases is you're creating a profitable job rather than a profitable business. Now, if you are going to do that profitable job because that's as much as your mindset's allowing you to go to, you should invest 50% of your income into stocks and shares of big, safe companies.
Yeah.
Google's, Facebook's, let them work for 10 years and then that'll make you some money, hopefully based on 300 years of science or property. And that's going to be your wealth for retirement, because lots of business owners that have built profitable jobs that, you know, might be bringing in 50 to 100,000 pounds a year, when they come to retire at 65, they've not invested into pensions or done anything like that. And then they're in trouble because employees usually get that looked after by the employer. Yeah. And I do have I really panic about those people because they're not thinking about it now, and at 30 years will turn up and they'll be in trouble.
That was one of the biggest things that we did when we built our business. We built that business to sell. So as we weren't sure of what terms we'd get for the buyout, we replaced ourselves in the business. So if we did have to sell, we weren't part of the deal, so we didn't have to work for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. So we walked away from the business, we got the money and walked on the Monday. That's one thing I think a lot of people don't do. It's like, you are now the busiest employee in your own business. You take everything on. They don't even delegate tasks that they can't do or focus on the bits that, you know, bring revenue in.
There's loads of small business owners that are what I call ultimate control freaks that over everything, and they do not want to delegate. Big difference between people that are very entrepreneurial is they cannot wait to employ people. Yeah. Like, so as soon as the first person I employed was a cleaner. Yeah. So I moved out, I started cleaning, I was like, I could make more money doing the sales and marketing. It wasn't like I made that decision and then 3 seconds later I found a cleaner. Yeah. You know, but most people would be like, well, I need to get 2 years salary in the bank before I pay anyone. Yeah. You know, before I employ anyone, sorry. And I have a real problem. Like, I just don't think like that.
Some people would look there and go, oh, their salary is 20 grand. And they're seeing that as a 20 grand decision when really you might need to keep them for 2 months. Yeah. I always think of it as a monthly payment rather than a...
Absolutely, but sometimes you can't teach that stuff. Like, that's ingrained into you. Like
that's logic. To me, that's not even a real thing that you need to learn. That's obvious. There's certain
and exactly the same as where
also making decisions quick. You went and phoned a cleaner in 3 seconds because you don't know if it's a good decision or a bad decision until you fucking do it.
I look at so going back to my fiance Nats, like.
Who isn't a cleaner?
No, she isn't. No. But we just think so differently about stuff. Like I don't see. I just can't think. You know, like, I don't want to get her in trouble on the pot. But you know,
we'll cut this bit out. We'll edit it out.
No. I just like, she would see something that's a problem that I just can't work out as a problem. Yeah. But you know, that's why we work, I suppose. At the same time, you know.
So if you are a control freak, then what would be your advice, or what would be the process to start letting go?
So number one, you got to work out and understand that you are the problem. The business owner usually is the biggest problem in that situation, and you need to understand and try and really assess yourself on that situation. The biggest formula that we use, that we've simplified this, is called E plus M equals S. So it's entrepreneurship plus management equals success. The entrepreneur usually makes for useless management, but has these great leadership traits, can roll the dice, take the risk, and can have foresight what the future looks like. Yeah. In my opinion, you cannot do both. You cannot be really good, say, look, in 10 years' time, this is going to be happening. In 6 months' time, this is going to be happening, and then manage the day-to-day really well and do all that anal detail. The thing is, with me, I actually love detail. I love organisation. I love cleanliness. I just don't want to implement any of it. Yeah. So that's good for me, and I understand that. How do you work that out if you are a control freak? Well, you need to make sure that you've got honest people around you that you will listen to, that will tell you and take their advice on board. But most people don't want to open up and get someone honest around them, so you're being a dickhead here.